Doctor. Doctor. So, you see that display over there?
Mhm.
The front display on the GoPro 10?
Yeah.
That's in 4:3 format or in square format, but it's actually in widescreen. So
Oh.
all of you is there,
Okay.
and even some space on the left. Yeah.
Cool.
But I always end up doing this
Yeah.
just to make sure that we
Well,
fit.
I wanna.
Yeah, exactly. But here, I still fit, and people will still see my right hand wildly waving around as I speak to add more meaning to the words. You know, it's an Italian thing. Papri poopi. So yeah,
Spring is here.
spring is here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
When you can drink coffee outside.
Exactly. Then it's amazing times, man.
Yeah. What's the date?
It's the 5th of March.
Yeah. It's 1 degree Celsius outside.
Yeah, so it's pretty much 32F, right? But this coming week is going to be exciting because we're going to get like a crazy, crazy cold wave, man. I got snowflakes this big when I was on my way to meet you now.
Yeah,
There was like 2 or 3, so I could dodge them easily. But it was good, man.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was talking with Sumako, a California rider, so we were talking about tire pressure and stuff like that.
Okay.
His riding weight is 200 pounds, so that's like 93 kilos. And he's riding the EXN with the CST knobby tire at 38 psi. 38, man.
Okay.
Jeez. I've had riders way more than him riding at 30 psi and going downstairs. You know, and then we always come to this question, but what happens if I ride into a pothole at 30 miles an hour? I said, well, you're dead anyway. Unless you've been practicing doing jumps at a skate park. If you hit a pothole or a curb at high speed, you know, at 50 kilometers an hour or above, it's not a question of tire pressure anymore. It's a question of whether you're going to survive, you know. So what would be better there? Would it be better to have higher tire pressure or lower tire pressure? I don't know. For survivability, right? Like when I hit that bump on the EXM, the curb that was this high,
Yeah.
you know, at 25 miles an hour while dodging 2 buses. And it's just like, man, just survive with that beeping wheel, beeping in the air and so on. So I have the PSI on my Nikola actually right now at 23 PSI.
Oh.
Yeah, at 23. And that works for me, you know. It's a bit on the low side, but I do have the CX tire, which is a particularly treacherous tire. And I probably wouldn't do much heavy jumping on the 23 PSI, right? It's for high-speed cruising. But what would be interesting to see is how it would behave with you on it,
Mhm.
provided you can get your feet in there.
Yeah.
Because I got the pretty, but you know, just for illustration purposes.
Mhm. Sure.
So what's your weight?
77 kilos.
77 kilos butt naked.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
This
then
morning.
you got armor, clothes, and so on. Careful, your phone is going to slide out.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, exactly. Boots and gear, all.
Exactly. That will add maybe at the most, you know, will add 10 kilos at the most, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
78, you know, you're getting there. You're sniffing towards the 88 kilo area. So that would put you at around, you know, maybe 180 or 185 pounds, something like that.
Mhm.
You know, and then usually I would recommend somewhere around like 28 psi, you know. So 23 will definitely be on the low side, but it will be comfy, you know. And for high-speed cruising, it does a lot because I've been doing a lot of riding at 28 psi, and that's just like a pretty nervous ride. But I've done a lot of miles. I got miles and miles and miles and miles. And I'm looking at that rear Grizzly pad, and I re-glued it the other day. And now when I was going to loosen it and readjust it, it got loose a bit again. So I'm just going to set the world on fire, man. I give up. I give up on this planet.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm eyeballing it now. I'm getting annoyed. So let's see. I'll put the camera on slow motion, and I'll do some small, gentle bunny hops. And see how much the tire compares. Well, I can't see, but you can see. That's one. All right, let's see you go and hold on to that bench handle, armrest, and let's see you
No,
get
wait.
on.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, damn! It's that one.
Oh! Yeah. All right.
Yeah, you can feel the suspension.
You can feel the suspension. Yeah.
It's gonna go.
Don't go crazy jumping in that. So it did compress, but no one died. So he rides the S22. Right? It looks good.
Yeah.
The tire looks totally fine. I mean, when you're riding, the tire looks totally fine. I would definitely cruise on that.
Yeah.
So Sumaku, he took it down. I said, take it down from 38 to 30.
Yeah.
You know, he accidentally took it down to 25, and I said, I'd still do 25. I would still do 25. You know, he weighs a bit more than you, but it's the EXN. It's a big ass knobby tire. Look at this. This is not a knobby tire.
Yeah.
This has a much smaller profile than the knobby CST. You know, and the knobby CST, that's a lot of rubber. But yeah, this tire does good at low pressure. But still, you know, if I'm gonna go and do mistakes at a skate park,
Yeah.
then
You wanna have some reassurance.
exactly, I need some room for making mistakes. If I'm
Yeah.
not gonna make mistakes, that's another story. But yeah, I have a couple of small dents in this rim, you know, because mistakes happen. Exactly. And the tire pressure you run on the S22. Oh, what do we have here?
Yeah, boy.
What do we have here?
Woo.
That's a T4.
Yeah.
What the hell? Oh, so you bought it from Micke?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Yeah.
That's the first time
That's
I'm
good.
borrowing
Yeah.
it.
Just borrowing it. Exactly. That's what I do with guys' girlfriends. Then I give them back. And, I changed my mind. I took it for put a few miles on it. Here, you can have it back. You can have this back. Oh man, look at that. A T4. Oh boy. Those pads. Oh, hold on. I forgot something. I forgot something. Hi.
Hello.
Got so excited by the T4, I forgot to say hi to my friend. So, tell him about the operation.
Yeah, it was Mike. He just got a couple of meters on it, and then the motor broke.
Yeah.
So and then he hadn't. He asked for somebody to repair it.
Yeah.
So I just did it, and she changed the controller and the motor, and now it's the first try on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this motor, this was the motor that had the problem where the same as the S22.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I heard. I'm not so involved in it.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Good stuff.
Men håll den ren. Har inte köpt ren.
Keep it clean, man. Keep it clean. You know what that means. Don't pretend you don't know what he's saying.
You're not gonna ruin your brand new
Girlfriend. He's not going to ruin your brand new girlfriend, man. Look at that. Oh, what tire pressure are you running? I saw some flex on the tire.
Yeah, maybe it needs a bit
Yeah.
of pumping.
Yeah, well, suspension will save it. Yeah, flowing. What motor are you riding?
Soft mode.
Soft mode. 240 phase amps on the T4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I would love to put a black motherboard inside my Nikola and convert it up to 240 phase amps. Because the Nikola does 200 phase amps. It is so easy to skip through the motor on the Nikola. 200. But with a black motherboard, then you can modify the numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can flash the hell out of it.
Yeah.
So that would be something. Yeah. So the T4, you know, the T4 is like one of those wheels that is sort of like, oh,
suspension is supposed to feel like.
yeah. And that is the suspension style that's on the EX30. The EX30 uses this suspension style. Yeah.
Nice.
So the Master does not.
Can I try it on hard mode?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And that's the CST C1773. Very, very nice. That's a very, very nimble street tire. and it
Yeah.
does decently on dirt. Not bad. Better than the 14 pooper.
Thank you.
Yeah, you need some air. You need some air. All right. Well, the footlock was insanely low, so I'm gonna not really be on the footlock. And yeah, the pads are hard and they're not really great. Some crazy stuff going on with the pads here. But yeah, pads are changeable. So let's see. Oh yeah. I can sort of wedge my feet in under the toe lock. So it's on hard mode. Still no. Oh, there's the brakes. Okay. You can tell it's not a high torque motor. It overcorrects a tiny bit on the hard mode, leaning backward and forward. It has the same grunt, the same motor grunt as the S22. Sort of. The suspension is really good. This is good suspension. That's a lot of fiddly diddly that has to be done with the S22 and the sliders and the this and that and the master. And maybe I'm going to put in a coil shock here. Maybe I'm going to change the linkage. Maybe I'm going to do this. Well, here you go, right out of the box. Very stable. Very nice wheel. A bit high up, you know, it's princess life. That's it. Turns nicely. So the only thing is, you know, it's a 100 volt 16 incher, which is ironic because I ride a 100 volt 16 incher. Right, here we go. The 100 volt 16 inch family.
Yeah.
The T4 and the Nikola. That's pretty much. Oh yeah, and the V12 HT. But this is a really nice wheel. Very nice wheel. It's just a pity that it's not a high torque. If they would make a 134 volt high torque, cack-a-doodle-doo.
That's coming.
Yeah, I bet.
I gotta get going.
You never know. All right,
I'll tag
we'll
on
go
or-
with you. Yeah.
Oh.
Donkey time. So the 240 phase amps on the T4 lets you push the wheel a little bit harder without skipping through the motor. And you know, the motor style is like the S22, so it's a strong motor. And then we're back at the limitation of the config of the battery, because we're back in these 24 S4P. Look at it go. Look at this. Carving genius. Look at this, guys. Look at it go. Here I am, straight line riding like a zombie. Man. Lollipop carving with the street tire on asphalt with gravel on it. There you go. That'll show ya. Someone's beeping up there. Oh boy, there's some bumps, man. Oh boy. Oh boy. Shit's gonna go down here. Shit's gonna go down. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh. Well, at least there's a cemetery nearby. Off he goes. In case you didn't notice, he's gonna turn off to the right over there. Oh, a stick. Kids on bicycle streets. And merging into traffic. No, not merging into traffic. It's a bike path. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Oh man. He just flew out into the street. I got a car behind me, so that won't happen. Even though bike paths are empty, be big streets, they can still be pretty not as fast as a road to rip off. And here we are. So yeah. Sebastian is going to meet his friend Maria for some sushi. I'll be right down. I'm coming down. With my no torque wheel. Yeah, I
found some people.
Yeah.
found some people. Look, here's Maria.
Hello.
Hej.
How's it going?
Hej. Bra.
Det är bra. Så det är själv.
Härligt, det är bra.
Erik.
Maria.
Go. Finally, got a girl in my movie. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Way up.
Yeah, exactly. 95 volts. That's cool, Leo. I'll just do this. Beeps at 50-ish. And
65.
re-engage. Re-engage. There we go. All right. Well. So that is quite a bit faster than Nikola. I'm not surprised. When did it cut off? At 60?
65.
65. Yeah.
And
On
that's
full battery, this cuts off at 85.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Or maybe 83. I'm at 97.8 now. top speed was 54.7. So let's see. You want to help?
$82.
And that's at how many volts? 98 volts. Yep. So the Nicola's down fast. That's the thing that's been holding me back from the T4.
Yeah.
It's a fucking slow wheel, man. I've been dying on that thing. But yeah. I mean, look at the format, man. Look at the format. That's something. That is something, man. That's a nice small wheel. Shit. They did good.
Quite easy.
They weigh the same. And mine has 50% more battery. I got no working lift sensor, but it's cool. They should both weigh 29 kilos, I believe. I'm not sure. I'll put the specs up here on the overlay. Yeah. So yeah, that's some favorable geometry. It's set on bar. Look at that bar. So what will it show us? 1 bar. That's like 18 psi. 27, 28 psi. Well, it's showing. Oh, there. Okay, it did something. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Feel it. It would probably be like a nice hard little rock here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Gas station life. And look at that, the display turned off. How could that be possible? The sun is out.
We go regulator.
The sun is out, man. It's toasty out here. Alright, so I just wanted to check in with Eric and see how he's doing on the treacherous Nikola. And I got this up to speed. And at 31 miles an hour, the PWM alarm went off. It does not support firmware transfer alarm, so I had to set PWM. The PWM is an estimation still. Unless you have Freestylers firmware, then it is accurate. And yeah, 31 miles an hour at around half battery. So this wheel is slower than the MSP HT, slower than the HT series of wheels, and slower than the Nikola by a good 4 miles an hour. But it's got some redeeming qualities. It's very nice and zippy. And I just wanted to check with Eric and see how he's doing on my Nick, you know. And yeah, he's not having the easiest of times. You know? He said that it wobbles. I feel that this wobbles. Yeah, buddy. I feel that this wobbles, and it feels at the 28 psi, it feels a bit razorish. And I don't like the pad config. And there's a top part that's flopping there between my calves, holding me around. I would probably, it feels wide for being like such a small wheel. It feels wide. You know, it's got the same stance profile as the Master. You know? So I would stick to some slim config. You know? I would stick to some config like Prisla, or actually, if possible, the Nylon Oven hands. Right. So it tastes good. They're thin and they're agile. You won't need much lead with this wheel. It's a small diameter wheel with a very responsive motor. I had to switch from soft mode to medium mode, and the medium mode still feels very soft. But it's good responsive with a small amount of squish. Bada bing. Oh, that was pleasing. that was like super sketchy. When I was chasing them earlier and I was on the nick and I hit some bumps in sequence, oh boy. Oh boy. Man, and this tire style, ooh, the flopping. Ah! This tire is like, to me, it's like riding the Nagi CST. So it just wants to bob left and right. And on the pedals this high, oh dear lord, dear lord. I will just lean right off onto the ground. That's what I'll do. Here at least I can put my cap. Now my phone vibrated and I got some alarms that I'm vibrating saying, you never know. You never know what's gonna happen. And I don't want to crash this wheel. Well, at least it ain't snowing. Or hailing. Or whatever's happening. Hail, yeah!